Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. 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 I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't even pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I'll put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, people mentality, shout out to Bean. Coach life, sweat, city, society, T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bag work, 5 punch combination, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different, I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud, you ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't even pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me.
Classic. All right. That was mad loud. My fault, chat. What up, chat? What up, chat? We here. Too Tight said, turn up, coach. Yeah, turn them up, coach. What up, 333? What up? We are streaming live from YouTube, Twitch, and Kick right now. So shout out to everybody that's tapped in with the classic codes. No matter where you tapped in from, man. I am big streaming. You know what I'm saying? Soft Rain, what's going on, Softy? What's up? What up, Too Tight? What's going on? Princess, what up? Who all in here, man? Aaron, what's going on? What's going on? What's up with the chat? Let's get started with the show, man. Thank y'all, man. I had to take my time with the intro today. But we got a great show together, man. Before we get into it, make sure that y'all do all the free stuff for me first. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on notifications, man, and hype me up, man. Y'all see my videos show up in your algorithm. Hype me up. Hype me up. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got a great conversation to have today. We will be talking about forgiveness, as y'all can see. We will be talking about forgiveness today, man. We got a good discussion to have. And my concern for today, Classic's concern for today is forgiveness an overrated or underrated practice? That's what we're going to go through today. Is it an overrated or underrated practice? Or is it discussed exactly how it should be? You know, are we spot on when it comes to how we see forgiveness as a whole and as a society and all that? By it being Sunday, I guess it would tie in with the word, even though this is not Sunday Serve Us. We are talking about it. I know this show has been long awaited. I was supposed to give this show to y'all for like a week. So we here to talk about it, man. What's going on? Too Tight Souls in the building. 333. What up, Souls? What up, bro? Too Tight said, glad to see you, bro. Much gratitude for sure. What you thought something happened to me? I'm here, dog. You thought something happened to me, bro? I'm good. So the overall concern, that's what we're going to investigate, man. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the code language. The code language for today would be reconciliation, right? So like we always do with the code language, we always go through the actual definition and overview of it, and then we discuss how it applies to us in society. So reconciliation is the process of restoring friendly relations between estranged parties or bringing two conflicting ideas into harmony. The term's meaning shifts depending on the context, right? So the term will, how you look at it as far as reconciliation is concerned, it depends on the context of the situation. So the overview, legislation, accounting and finance, relationships. So relationships, this is where we at. Relationships, rebuilding trust after a conflict, going beyond just forgiving someone to actively reestablishing a positive bond, right? So that would be how it applies to all relationships. Don't just think of intimate or romantic. And then also religion. In the Catholic Church, it is the sacrament of reconciliation where a person confesses sins and receives. So like in the non-Catholic setting, I guess that would be repentance, right? You're reconciling with the Lord. So yeah, man, that would be reconciliation. Let's talk about how it applies though, in the code language, reconciliation and how it applies. I think that reconciliation is not something that's commonly actually achieved, right? And we'll get into that more so as the discussion goes on. Looking for my cloth, chat. There you go. But yeah, we'll get into that more so as we talk about forgiveness today. But reconciliation, I think, is something that's often attempted. But rarely achieved, right? So you can say that, people go into conversations of reconciliation, or maybe they've established some level of what they perceive to be reconciliation. But in my opinion, I think depending on the context, much like the overview stated, depending on the context of the situation, somebody's pretending. So I think reconciliation is often, attempted, but I don't know how much we actually get to it. What y'all think about it though, chat? Trying to get situated, y'all. Give me a second, man. All right. What y'all think about it though, chat? Luke, what's going on, Luke? Tristan said 333. Too Tight said, nah. Knew you was ducking off handling business. You did? For sure. Tristan said 333. What's up with it? But yeah, man, I think that what's one of the main reasons for when divorces come about, right? They say beyond reconciliation, right? So we've tried to reconcile, and we're not getting anywhere. We're pedaling in the mud, so to speak. And so then the conversation moves on. You know what I'm saying? Very quickly, it moves on. So yeah, man, that's the code language. We won't stay on it too long. Doesn't seem like the chat have anything to add to it. But yeah, reconciliation will be a great foundation for the conversation that we're going to have as we dig into the concern deeper. Is forgiveness an overrated or underrated practice, right? Let's slide over to Hit and Hers. We're actually going to start off with a reaction video today. Shout out to Hitman Holla and Cinnamon.
I believe that's his fiance. I'm not sure if they actually married yet, but I believe Cinnamon is his fiance. So shout out to Hitman and his lady Cinnamon for their podcast, always providing us with some dope things that we can bounce off of. You know what I'm saying? For this part of it, we're gonna look at Hitman talking about cutting people off quick, and the two people that they have on cast whose names I don't have at the tip of my tongue, but the two people that they're having a conversation with on today's episode or on this particular podcast, they provide rebuttals to his policy on cutting people off quick. So let's dive into this as it pertains to forgiveness. Let's move. Damn, just lost my spot like that. Hold on, chat. Controlling relationships. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Bitch, get the magic now. It's like, I'm not overly being invested in someone else's relationship.
Because I done did that. Niggas did not left. Not like you said. You done told. Like even with
it might ruin our friendship. Me and my guy, because you wanted to be the dummy and continue dealing with her, but you got to learn that on your own. It don't matter how many times I can tell you, bro. I'm telling you, she ain't shit. She
fought a nigga for your sister, and she stayed with him. Shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff. Man, you did what? And you with us. I wasted my fucking time.
So now I got beef with him forever.
Ed could have lost the fight.
And you asked me, am I coming to the baby shower? Fuck you.
Hey, man.
So the conclusion is mind your business.
Right.
That's the safest bet. Mind your business. Mind your business. Cool. What's worse?
What's worse, a disloyal partner or a disloyal friend?
Oh shit.
That's a goodie. That's a goodie, Cinnamon.
I mean, they're equally bad, but I would say a disloyal friend because, like, a bad.
Hey, y'all answer that question, chat. What's worse, a disloyal partner or a disloyal friend? What's worse to y'all if you had to rank them, right? We know that it's, comparison of two, I guess, evils, but what's worse to you? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather be betrayed by a homie of some sort or, the person that's in bed with you?
Best friend, everything. You've been there. Me and my best friend been best friends since 9th grade. So I hold her to a higher
standard than a partner.
Because
depend on how long, especially if you've been knowing alone in your partner.
Yeah. So I would say a disloyal friend would cut.
Do that change if you get married?
Yes.
That change from the partner to
because now I've given you my everything and you disloyal. So it depends on
I think at a certain age, I probably would have just said friend. Right. But at this age, I'm more focused on who my life partner is going to be. So the level of trust that I'm entrusting in you to have or loyalty, it might outweigh that of a friend. Because when you get to a certain age, it's like, we can be friends. I may not talk to you every day, right? Yeah. It's not necessarily going to change, how strong our friendship is, but the dynamics might change. Because now I don't have time to hang out with you as much. I don't have that freedom. It's
you got kids.
Exactly. But with my partner, I'm building something for life. My main man might get married and he done change and turn
out of time or whatever.
But my lady who I'm truly invested with, and hey, what's up with the mortgage? What's up with these bills? What's up?
So with this question, what's worse, a disloyal partner or a disloyal friend, right? I think it ties in with forgiveness just because to answer the question, I guess you would have to ask yourself, who would you be more willing to forgive? Right? Because I don't know how to rate what's worse. Disloyalty in general is disloyalty, but I guess disloyalty or perceived disloyalty is rooted in expectation. Because to say that a person was disloyal to you means that you expected or had reason to believe that they would behave otherwise or do otherwise, right? So perceived disloyalty is rooted in expectations. Why you have those expectations, that's a good question. When there's a bond of marriage, or relationship, there's generally some level of agreement that's set between the two people or however many parties are involved, right? And those people would then have parameters that they're held to by their word. So that's when somebody could say, hey, you're disloyal because you said you would never do this, you did it, right? But in friendships, oftentimes, I don't know if those boundaries are set so clean cut, right? Dynamics of friendships, relationships, things like that, those change and they have a lot of nuance to them. So what is disloyalty really? And so I don't know. I think I like his answer in regards to age, right? When I was younger, I would have just said friends, right? Then he says, but now that he's older, he's more concerned with who his life partner gonna be. So disloyalty in that arena would probably be a little worse to him because he's trying to lock something in. So I like that answer. I think that's fair. Let's see what the chat talking about. Rigid, what up, Rigid? He said disloyal partner. Let's see. Cryptic Catalyst said underrated is my vote. Okay. You think forgiveness is underrated? We're gonna talk about that for sure. Rigid said this is a good probing question. Let's be know my cherish more. Say what now? That autocorrect got on your ass, did it? What you say? Tristan said betrayal from my girl is worse. Okay. Too Tight said it ties into the same spectrum. It's already out there. He said it ties into the same spectrum.
It's already out there.
Let's see. Soul said it has to be partner. Some people friendships are normally one-sided or transactional. Tell me more. Richard said what they cherish more. Too Tight said it hurts for show a little more with your girl. I feel you, dog. Y'all said what up at Classic Salute. What up, y'all? Richard said LOL that autocorrect got on you, boy. That autocorrect won that round, G. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see what else they talk about though, because Hitman gonna say something interesting and the conversation gonna shift a little bit. Let's move.
These kids, that's more important. I remember my mom used to always say this, and it didn't register until I got to a certain age. And she was saying this about my older brother when he got married. And him and I are similar. We've always, for whatever reason, always had more female friends. Mom will say, when you get to that point that you really find the woman that you want to be with, you got to cut those female friends off. It doesn't mean that you love them any less, but your focus is on the union that you're building, because them friends may not be around when you're sick and you in your 70s and your 80s. Yeah. They probably passed, but if that partner is still...
Do men need to cut off their female friends when they get a girl? Y'all tell me, chat.
There, that's who your loyalty and trust you.
Yeah, good answer. That's what's up, bro.
That's a great answer.
I agree for sure. Okay. Have you ever stayed with someone just because the sex was good?
I'm going first.
I think I feel like I had the right spot, but now I'm in the wrong spot because I'm trying to get to where Hitman talked about something real particular. Hold on, chat. We're not in the right spot. I don't want to waste time on this. I got a whole show to run. Let me see. 3:30. Okay, here we go. I think this might be closer.
What about you, Kay?
Nah, I could care less. It ain't that deep, bro. I've never been pressed for sex in that way anyway.
That's some young shit too, though.
It is.
Toxic. Stay like you that toxic girl.
I crave a different type of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be butt ass naked. I'll lay next to you and cuddle, and it's the same as
y'all having a thing.
It don't matter how good it is. It's like if you ain't shit, it's not the sex that's making me stick around. It can be other things.
Okay.
What's your most toxic trait, and are you working on it or protecting it?
You go first, because I've been going first.
Run that by me one more time.
What's your most toxic trait, and are you working on it or protecting it?
Oh man.
Interesting, Tristan.
Dig deep.
I'm digging. Too show.
That's a good
detachment. Toxic in the way of like, I probably know I should have left that alone, but I'm gonna try one more time, just in case.
Just in case.
And it's like I'm hoping all this wasn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to follow you home and do all the crazy shit.
Hey, man.
You want to ask yourself, was all this just for nothing?
For nothing.
Did I just do all that for nothing? And then you'll tell yourself like, well, maybe it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know,
but you find yourself at it again.
You know, yeah, because I say this to a lot of people. It's like when you're in a relationship with somebody, if everything was all bad, you would have been left the situation alone. It's something that was good about it that made you stick around. And I think my toxic thing is the detachment and trying to go back to that good thing.
When it's clearly might be 7 things that outweigh that good thing.
But you steady searching for that good. You know, and part of it is maybe just giving people grace. It's like we all fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Mine might be the opposite of that.
Here it goes.
I cut people off fast. When even they probably don't even need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, was I too harsh? Like, I'm cool. No.
That's me, chat. Quick, fast.
Encourage you to work through that.
Yeah.
Because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been a season, right? You could have been with that person when they was down, right? That wasn't the thing, is the detachment and trying to go back to that good thing.
When it's clearly might be 7 things that outweigh that good thing.
But you steady searching for that good. You know, and part of it is maybe just giving people grace. It's like we all fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Mine might be the opposite of that. I cut people off fast. When even they probably don't even need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, was I too harsh? Like, I'm cool.
But I would encourage you to work through that.
Yeah.
Because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been a season, right? You could have been with that person when they was down, right? That wasn't a season for them. Experience them through all seasons, and you'll probably get a better understanding of who that person is. If you quick to cut them off, you probably miss out on some of the best moments of your life.
But what about the people that say, like you said, didn't cut them off, came back and get hurt again, or full of bull? Like, you know what I'm saying? People play with you and just steady, you know. I'm more of a save that. Like, once I detect something, I feel like, man, you playing, like, I just don't have time. You're going to put me in a situation to lose it all. You're going to put me in hurt, cry, talk. I'd rather just, I can't think of that word.
Like, when you was in grade school, you had, like, 2 kinds of teachers. One teacher would tell you, everybody starts with an A in my class. It's up to you to maintain it. And then some would tell you, you got to earn that A. I was one of those people, I give everybody an A, and you got to maintain it. But that's not always the case.
So you offer makeup work.
Come again?
You offer makeup work.
Offer makeup work.
Shit, you give makeup work, it still don't be turned in on time. You know what I'm saying?
C minus.
Well, see, like, that's past.
Yeah, see, he kind of making the point though. So like Hitman said, his problem might be the opposite, right? He feel like he cut people off very fast. Versus like mending relationships, and then he'll catch himself and ask himself, like, damn, was I like too harsh, or could I woo? But that's me though. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave some shit alone. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time. That's one thing I don't. I hang on to a pull-up bar. I hang on to the edge of a cliff. I hang on to, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I ain't gonna hang on to is history. What you did yesterday ain't got shit to do with you tweaking today at all. You feel me? Like, not even a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, we could be 20 years in. You start tweaking, get the glitching in the wrong department, crossing the wrong boundaries, you cook. Classic. He talking about, I would encourage you to work through that. We talking about forgiveness today, chat. Now, somebody in the chat earlier said that they feel like forgiveness is underrated. I think it's highly overrated. I think forgiveness is highly overrated. I tell y'all all the time, forgiveness is for people who want to go through it twice. Classic. And y'all know my slogan. I'm only going to do this once. It's that simple. Forgiveness is for people who want to go through it twice, and I'm only going to do this once. You feel me? Yeah, you're cooked. You crossed the wrong boundary, you cooked. Now, I will say this. Everybody got different boundaries. Everybody got different morals. Everybody got different principles. And so depending on what area somebody pressing your line in, you may have a little bit more of like a conversation. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know, you cross the wrong line, it's like you done. Cause I don't even I feel Hitman. He like, cause you gonna put me in a situation now I could, yeah. You gonna put me in a situation where now I done forgave or gave some grace that I shouldn't have gave, or some mercy I shouldn't have gave, and now I'm going through it the second time, and now I'm a crash out, right? Everybody gonna say classic overreacted. He was doing too much. Because I had to hit the Undertaker bell. You know what I'm saying? Then I was doing too much, right? So that, you know, people ask for forgiveness, then they be who they was the whole time, cross you twice. Then when you get to doing too much and get to tweaking and glitching back, You the person that's wrong. They always catch it. Somebody pop you in the back of your head. You turn around, retaliate. The referee throw the flag on you. It's always the person that's, you know what I'm saying, defending themselves. It's nasty work, but you can't worry about that part. The way to avoid it is when they show you the first time, just believe them. Just believe them. You know what I'm saying? Even and then when they improve themselves or they grow and develop and evolve and all these other words we like to use and shit, when they do all that and they spend the block talking about how new and improved they is, that's cool. Take your new and improved ass on.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you learned on me. You feel me? And go ahead with the go ahead. You feel me? Straight like that. I'm groovy. Yeah, he said they screw up once they're gone. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Good Citizen in the building? Richard said, I just started 9 years letting go quick. Yeah, I'll be letting go. Mr. Good Citizen said, nope, I'm looking forward. I don't go backwards. You're out of there. Yep, you're out of there. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Tristan said, red flag, speak louder to me. You should be able to leave a situation with the least attachment possible. I don't know, Tristan. I have to push back on that because was you ever really fully in it? If it's that easy, I don't think it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we men, but we still feel emotions. We just deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Or compartmentalize them is a better term. Mr. Good Citizen said, I might forgive you, but I'll never fuck with you ever again. You can't forgive and do that. See, I should have did the code language on forgiveness, but I already covered it like twice, I feel like. But to truly forgive somebody is to also not harbor resentment, and the lack of ever fuck with again could be under the definition of resentment. So it gets technical at that point. If we're going off the book definition of forgiveness, Mr. Good Citizen said, one strike, you out. Yeah, this ain't baseball. You don't get 3 strikes. Richard said, you'll have to start off good as I'll probably be chasing that to be sure. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. That's true, Richard. Like if a situation start off extra good and you got some nostalgia that you leaning on, that you trying to get back to, that you chasing with this person, and you like, man, we could get back to it. I know it. You probably give a little more grace. But I feel like that's when you still like living in delusion. But we all can be guilty of it at times. Too Tight said, Tristan, you right when you right. Hey, Mr. Good Citizen said, you'll never have the opportunity to cross me twice. You gone from the first one. Yeah. Hey, forgiveness. I'm telling you, forgiveness is for people who want to go through it twice. Tristan said, right, evolving and self-growth should be for you, not for me. I want no parts of that. Yeah, I'm glad you grew up. Move on. Straight up. Yeah, Too Tight said classic. They can go on with the get on. Yeah, with the get gone. Straight up. Keep going, bro. Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, G. I know it's unpopular, G, but one thing I don't have a problem with is move. I will get gone. Don't worry about it. Look, people think I'm cold. I ain't cold. I feel everything. I'm gonna cry in the car while I'm driving the fuck off. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, this shit over with. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, what? And I'm talking about all relationships. It don't gotta be like just in romantic relationships, all of them. Because your homies across you, your cousins across you. Shit, some people parents done crossed them. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It's all relationships. It ain't just the boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, and husband shit. That's not all we talking about. Mr. Good Citizen said, no, I don't hate you're a ghost to me. You don't exist anymore. Ooh, indifference. That's truly getting over something. Hate is the opposite of love. So if you hate somebody, you technically still love them. You know what I'm saying? So in the middle is neutral. Like, this person don't exist to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like a thing. They come up and it just be like, whatever. You completely indifferent. But to hate somebody, you're still on the extreme end of the spectrum when it comes to emotion. You're still on the extreme side of the spectrum as it pertains to emotions. And so with that being said, if you hate them, that means you still have an extreme level of care, technically. You know what I'm saying? You still have an extreme level of care if you hate them. So yeah, hate is love flipped on its head. Neutrality is the true, like, I wouldn't say forgiveness, but that means you're truly like over something. Richard said delusion for sure. I'm still gonna chase it. Yeah, I feel you. Mr. Good Citizen said, if you're chasing something, it's usually running from you. That's a fact too. That's a bar, but that's a fact. Yeah, man. Let me see if they was done though. I want to let them finish their thought. Then we're gonna move on to the next piece. Let's get it.
Passing grade still.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Too. A D probably passing too.
Yeah, but you want to be a D student?
Or do you want this D?
Hold on. Pause. Hey, that's
Hey, Cinnamon, that's
they need a moment together.
What's your toxic trait? Are you working on it or are you protecting it?
Well, I don't have any toxic traits.
All right, yep, that was done. So yeah, man, shout out to Hitting Hers because she's single and perfect on the couch. Shout out to Hitting Hers for another great conversation, some great commentary for us to react off of. I think they're doing an amazing job over there. And as always, wishing them the best. Let's move. All right, so let's move into our last piece for the day. Is forgiving your adversary the key weapon? This gentleman has an interesting take. We're going to slide over to TikTok real quick, and we're going to listen to this brother's take on forgiveness being the greatest weapon against your adversaries. And let's see if we agree or disagree candidly. I did listen to this before, but it was like a week ago when I first prepared the show. So this will still be relatively fresh to me too, chat. Let's get it.
The greatest weapon we have against all our adversaries are forgiveness. They don't understand it. They can't see why.
Forgiveness, you said?
Yes. They don't know why you're not hungry. They don't know why you're not bitter. They don't know why you're not traveling that to grind. And that drives them mad. The ability to forgive enables us to continue our life on the path that the Father wants us to continue on. The ability to project ourselves outside of the bad circumstances into good light is what we have. We are in control of that. You are in control of that. Now, if you allow them to make you into a monster, they will have achieved their desire. They would have won. The greatest weapon we have against all our adversaries are forgiveness. They don't understand it. They can't see why.
Forgiveness, you said?
Yes. They don't know why you're not hungry. They don't know why you're not bitter. They don't know why you're not traveling that to grind. And that drives them mad. The ability to forgive enables us to continue our life on the path that the Father wants us to continue on. The ability to project ourselves outside of the bad circumstances into good light is what we have. We are in control of that. You are in control of that. Now, if you allow them to make you into a monster, they will have achieved their desire. They will.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings on this one, chat. I got mixed feelings on this one. I don't think that forgiveness is a weapon, and I don't think he described it as one. Destroy your adversary and then forgive them. Stay toxic, kings. Just call me Patty. What up? Miles said, morning. What's going on with you, Miles? Rising, king. What's going on with you, brother? Yeah, I got mixed feelings about what he said because I feel like I understand where he coming from while disagreeing, right? Like I totally disagree. I don't think forgiveness is a weapon at all. I think forgiveness has been used against those who have been disenfranchised as a reason to neutralize and suppress the rage that lives within so that they can continue to oppress the people in general. I think forgiveness has been used as a, so yes, I think forgiveness has been weaponized by oppressors. I don't think that forgiveness is a weapon for the oppressed or for the person who has been wronged. I don't think forgiveness is a weapon for that person. I think that activating vengeance in that moment or retribution in that moment would probably serve them significantly better than saying, you know what, you slapped me upside my head 15 times for 15 years, and I want you to know that I've let it go. You can walk this earth freely, knowing that you got 15 shots off for 15 years straight, and I forgive you. I have let it go. I have no ought with you. I'm not looking for you. You don't have to look over your shoulder. Your life is great. You have successfully bullied the fuck out of me. And I want to let you know that I forgive you. There will be no karma for you for this shit you did to me. I have let it go. How is that a weapon? How is that a weapon? In the words of the great poet Kendrick Lamar, miss me with that bullshit. That is not a weapon. So many years I've heard grown adults tell me in my youth that forgiveness is for you, not for them. And you don't want to carry that weight. I've even heard people say forgiveness block a lack of forgiveness, unforgiveness blocks blessings. That is the most oppressive. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing of Moses's energy, right? That is very much, you know, in the name of Sunday. That is very much, you know, white Jesus on the cross. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Energy. I'm with the Moses shit. Let my people go or it's smoke. That's the energy that more people should be on. And if more people were on that frequency, if that frequency were activated, the oppression would cease in a very short period of time. Would it be chaotic? Yes. Would order have to be reestablished at some point? Yes. Would many people suffer and even, you know, perish? Yes. All alleged for content creation purposes of entertainment. But that would be the frequency that people would need to be on for there to be a true uprising. So no, that wouldn't be the frequency they put us on. They tell us that forgiveness is what you need to do and what you must do and what you ought to do. Listen to me. I don't offer forgiveness, nor do I want to receive forgiveness. I do not care if I have wronged somebody and they decide to never let it go. I'm cool with that, because if they did it to me, I feel the same about them. That sword got two sides. I live by the policy. I listen. I'm cool with people living by the same policies I live by. I'm not forgiving. So if somebody say, man, hey, listen, man, I don't fuck with you, dog. Like, you gone, you dead to me. Respect. Because I know it's a bunch of people with pulses that's dead to me. They heart still beating like a motherfucker, but they dead to me for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't see forgiveness as a weapon. I totally disagree. I think it was very poetic. You know what I'm saying? I think it sounded really, really good. If you wanted to stay, you know, keep a thumb on your neck or a foot on your neck, I think it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? But I think more men need to tap into the rage that lives inside of them, harness it on a day-to-day basis, take up martial arts and weaponry. I think more men should read more. You know what I'm saying? Practice discipline. And when it's time to take up shield and sword, you should be willing and, most importantly, capitalize, all caps, able to get active. I think that's mandatory. Root word of mandatory, man. So, you know, I ain't talking about nothing, just a whole lot of everything. I think that we are over forgiving, overly forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to be real with you, it's crazy because as much as we preach practicing forgiveness, forgiveness ain't even real. Most people are unsuccessful at forgiveness. Tell me when I start lying, chat. Most people are completely unsuccessful at forgiveness. By definition, to forgive someone means you no longer harbor resentment. How many times did that woman tell that man she's forgiven him and that they're going to try to work things out? And every time she gets upset, she brings up what he did. It's not forgiveness. How many times did that man say he was going to forgive that woman for what she did that one time? And he was, you know, just, you know, going to try to work through it mentally and this, that, and the third, but he can't stop thinking about it and he can't quit bringing it up. Forgiveness don't even be real. From the point that somebody betrays somebody, if they continue the relationship, like I said at the beginning of this, somebody's acting. Somebody playing a little bit pretend at all times. Playing nice. Got some shit on their mind. So why even play like that? Just move on with your life. All this stuff be in my music, chat. If they think ill about me and they still around me, God, please set me free. Why is you ain't doing me no fucking favors? You see me different, move. Because I'm going to do it. If I start looking at you through a different lens, I'm going to get from around you. You going to know. It ain't no, I'm not, no. Oh, no. Your presence is only a present to the right audience. Remember that. Your presence is only a present to the right audience. What I'm talking about right now in front of a group of, you know, if I was in front of a church congregation talking about this right now, they'll be praying the spirits up off me or some shit. Ooh, no, that spirit of unforgiveness, bind it up out of here, Lord. Bind it up. Y'all too forgiving. Y'all forgave for the lashes. Y'all forgave for the Jim Crow era. Y'all forgave for Floyd. Y'all be forgiving shit. You forgive. Yep. Yeah. I think if more people was real about the lack of forgiveness, y'all might be able to actually move on in them relationships with some authenticity. You know what, man? Listen, I ain't never gonna forgive you for what you did, but you have a lot of qualities and characteristics that I like to have around me and want around me. I just know I can't deal with you in certain capacities, and that's all right with me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to ruin this relationship. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to know how I feel in this particular area. I don't fuck with you, but I fuck with you as a whole. If more people were saying that, you probably have some authenticity to moving on. But that's not the conversation people have. They lie to themselves and others. Man, I forgive you. It's water under the bridge. Man, that water under the bridge flooding. It's flooding. You know what I'm saying? It be capped. So yeah, no. Yeah, ain't no. And then the Too Tight said, real talk, my boy. He said this show 100 gotta have 2 segments, man. He said run it back. He said we on King. He said we on King David time. You heard? I hear you. I hear you. Richard said if it's something serious, we can never be cool. Best we avoid each other. Super Mac in the building 333 late but here. Welcome. Mal said one of the enemy's goals is to piss you off. If they succeed, though, they gonna hate the results. You see what I'm saying? People gotta bring some or else. If you don't have no or else about you, people gonna play with you for life. People gonna play. If ain't no or else to your step, people gonna play with you for life. You gotta have some or else. It gotta be ramifications. Y'all ain't watched the movie Life? Tell them about the gun line, boss. If you cross the gun line, you will be shot. There's an or else. If he said, tell him about the gun line, boss, if you run across the gun line, you might get away. He's going to try to run across the gun line. It's got to be an or else, gang. Soul said, I don't think forgiveness is for betrayal. I don't, yeah. I mean, when else would it apply, though? That would be the conversation. When else would it apply? Because normally to need to forgive, there has to be some betrayal afoot, disloyalty, something got to be, out of bounds for it to need forgiveness. So you have to tell me give me or like an example of a scenario that wouldn't be betrayal based, but forgiveness would be at play. That would be interesting. That's going to be good. So, wait, Miles said, I stopped forgiving. It's just a green light for more disrespect. Come on, dog. Thank you, dog.
Classic.
We can go ahead and get up out of here. Miles got it. We can go ahead and get up out of here. That man said, I stopped forgiving. It's just a green light for more disrespect. Straight like that. I don't want you acting around me, winning Oscars and shit, acting like you fuck with me. You don't fuck with me. You don't. Stop. Yes, I have to stop. Stop.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Come on, man. Too Tight said, hey, he authentically not lying. Professor Classic with the codes. Hey, listen, man. When the glasses come on, you feel me, chat? It get like that now.
Classic.
Like that now.
It's already out there.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. No, I don't listen. I be paranoid, chat. I be paranoid. People will stick around you, think they doing you a favor by sticking around you. Gee, I don't want. There's people be like, oh, you got to have people around you that love you, that's going to keep it real. You don't want to have a circle of yes men. That's true. That's a separate conversation from having a circle of reverence. To revere me, you do not have to be unable to tell me that I could do something better or that I am doing something wrong. There's a total difference. I only want reverence around me, and I only want to deal with people that I revere. Why would anybody else want something else around them? People be talking about keep your enemies close. I'm not keeping my enemies close. Y'all crazy as hell. I'm not doing that, chat. You on your own with that. I'm not keeping my enemies close. Because somebody gonna get hurt eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yo, turn the car around. Give me the what?
Somebody gonna get hurt.
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. That's it.
Warrior, come on to play.
You see what I'm saying? No, that keep your enemies close. That's gonna get bad. Gee, that's not gonna go right. I never understood that. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. They put so much dumb shit in they'll tell you all the right stuff in the movies and we'll miss it and call it fiction. Then they put a bunch of bullshit in the movies and we be like, that's some real shit right there. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No, that's gonna go left eventually. It ain't no way around it. That shit gonna go left. I never we have to start dispelling some of this stuff, man. Too tight over there dying. He said classic done. He said he done now. Hey, listen, man, I can't. G said good class turn notes in at the end of the bell. Oh God. Hey, he said the hands are always come on, G. Yeah, G. Ain't no what is that? Keep your enemies close. No, we listen. If we enemies is a strong word. He said deception. Enemies is a strong word. If we enemies, we need to stay for both of our safety, our freedom, our families, we need to stay as far apart as possible. What are we doing? Being ready for smoke and looking for smoke, two different things. You gonna go outside and go try to catch a case? I've never woke up one day like, yeah, today I'm gonna do my best to catch a charge, man. Today I'm making bullshit decisions. I'm definitely trying to, you feel me? Go ahead and do some time. I ain't never did that, chat. What we talking about? So no, I don't think that forgiveness is a weapon. I think that men should operate out of controlled and harnessed aggression because the ability along with the willingness to activate needs to be present for you to be considered a man. That's mandatory. You feel me? That's my take.
Classic.
Let's move. So let's double back. The classic concern of the day is forgiveness an overrated or underrated practice? Like I told y'all, man, my final take on it is I think forgiveness is highly overrated. I think it's been pushed on the oppressed by the oppressors, and that's in all fields, categories, etc. If I'm busting you upside your head, why wouldn't I tell you that, it's a great idea for you to just let that go and let me just walk scot-free? And matter of fact, let me do it again too and let it go again. And matter of fact, I'm going to preach to you that letting it go multiple times shows how strong you are. Yeah, that's some oppressive shit. I think forgiveness is highly overrated. I think people do it too much, too often. I think it's rooted in a lack of self-respect. I think it's rooted in propaganda as well. To be specific, religious propaganda. And yeah, I think that society operates out of terms that they don't truly understand. I think that some terms are more negative than positive, and we put positive connotations on them. That's when you're being tricked. I think there's terms that are neutral that we put complete negative connotations on. That's when you're being tricked. And that's why looking into words is so important because they matter. The words you use, the definitions of those words, if they update the definition of the word, that's important too. Because if you ever need to break down your conversation, or if you're ever in a situation where your conversation is transcribed for some reason, you want to be able to legitimize your point technically. Hey, listen, you can't, like I told somebody, I forgot who in the chat was saying that, they can forgive or whatever. And I was saying that most people don't even forgive. They were saying they forgive, but they'll never mess with you again. But then I pushed back and was like, well, to forgive means that you don't hold any resentment. Never messing with them again could be considered under the umbrella of resentment. You know what I'm saying? It could. It could be a debate, right? And so we have to be careful because we may think we've forgiven somebody, and technically, by definition, we are not. Most people don't have forgiveness in their heart like they think they do. They don't be all the way moved on. They be cutting their eye a little funny at the person the rest of the time. Like I told y'all at the beginning of the episode, and I'm going to end with it. If somebody say they forgave somebody else and they try to move on with the relationship, the rest of the time, somebody's acting. Just a little bit. Somebody's acting. They pretending they cool and they not all the way cool. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only way you could try to counteract that is if what's the lick back culture? If it's like, all right, this person did me bogus, but this person also did me bogus, we gonna cancel the bogus out and try to do better by each other. And not just in romantic relationships, in all relationships. You know what I'm saying? They could try some shit like that, but even still, now you just got two people that's paranoid. Just move around. It's billions of people on earth. Go make some new homies. You know what I'm saying? Shit didn't work. That's what hey, I'm with Hitman. I'm cutting shit off quick. I ain't got time. I ain't got time, G. Cause look, the intimacy of like constantly talking to, you know, being in constant communication and keeping up with niggas all day, and you know what I'm saying, having to tap in at family functions and barbecues and all that. Friendship require a lot of maintenance and shit. So that shit be overrated anyway. You know what I'm saying? The shit be cool. But like having a whole bunch of friends, that's taxing as hell. It's only 12 months in a year. I'm busy as hell. If I got 10 friends, that's 10 birthdays. These niggas got kids. Then between them 10 friends, 10 birthdays on them. Then they got anniversaries if they marry. They got kids. That might be 10 friends. That could be north of 10 to 20 kids. Now these kids got birthdays. Now out of the 20 kids or 15 kids, I'm 3 of they goddaddies. And now man, come on, man. I got shit to do. Y'all got me raising y'all kids with y'all and shit like that. Man, no. Listen, I got a capacity limit for friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even have time for the maintenance of friendships and shit. Anybody in C lunch. He said, anybody in C lunch. Hey, look, Supermax said clear coding today. Classic. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm just chopping, man. I'm just chopping. I think it's overrated, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. And yeah, we just gotta start. Everybody just gotta start being more freaking honest about what they don't like, is and ain't going for. And then everybody will know who everybody is, and then people will know authentically who to deal with. Now, is it gonna happen? Nope. It ain't gonna happen. But at least we can say we tried. We can say we talked about it. We can say we discussed it. We hashed it out. We did a deep dive. We could tell people reference this video. Is they gonna do it? No. Human history says no. You feel me? No. The Bible tells us no. You know? Betrayal all through the word. You feel me? Like, it's not happening, folks. And people, listen, man, I'm gonna keep keeping it Old Testament, and y'all make sure y'all keep everything classic, man. We just go. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna keep it Old Testament, G. I'm not doing all that. Chat, any questions, anything y'all got for me today? Directly after the show, I need y'all to slide over to Uncle Plug TV for his morning stream today. And then shortly after that, you have Brother Souls is going to be holding down Bible study today. I'm looking forward to seeing that part one of the series. And then I believe they have 1181 pressure plays. So for the next about 4 hours straight, you should have streams from members of the Raw Society Coalition. If y'all don't know, that consists of myself, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, plug spelled with 2 G's, The Tez Down, and the First Lady, last but definitely not least, Soft Rain. So, man, make sure you tap in with all of the channels. Let me put them up on screen for y'all real quick so y'all know where y'all can get those streams. Take a screenshot of the screen real quick so you can follow these channels. Let me take this down. Yep. Take a screen. Oh shit. Hold on. Not yet. I gotta stop sharing this video. There we go. All right, here we go. Take a screenshot real quick of the screen so you can follow all these channels so you know where to tap into the live streams. Oh, and tonight, Soft Rain has the weekly rain report at 7 p.m. So yeah, you have some streams this evening from the RSC too. So yeah, man, we are here. Too Tight said they didn't do it. I got you. I'll play that in closing. For sure. Hope y'all grab that real quick so y'all can follow the whole Raw Society Coalition. And we play a little bit of music on the way out. While y'all leave, make sure that you leaving to head over to Uncle Plug TV, and he will navigate you from there, man. I appreciate y'all, chat. Let's vibe out real quick, and then I'm sliding over to Uncle Plug TV too. Yes, sir.
It's a different energy when I'm in H-Town, Houston, Texas, right? Man, let's go. I'm just trying to tell my truth and make some millions listen to it. All the faith come from all the work, and yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of DJs said they play my tracks and then they didn't do it. Homie said they had my back and then they didn't do it. I'm just trying to tell my truth and make some millions listen to it. All the faith come from all the work and yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of DJs said they play my tracks and then they didn't do it. Homie said they had my back and then they didn't do it. Homie said they had my back and then they didn't do it. What's the point of having the same script if we ain't sticking to it? Never seen a baddie that I wanted and I ain't kicking to her. She lying if she saying that I didn't do it. It be ops all in the space, act like they friends to us. Snip out a snake, I see a snake, I snake skin boot him. He ain't really want the hands when we was into it. She called her kin, I wouldn't do that, all my friends stupid. They didn't do it, no they didn't do it. They don't keep their word, they tell you send it, then don't listen to it. Lie and tell you they gon' blend you with the mix into it. When you approach them, got excuses why they didn't do it. I'm just trying to tell my truth and make some millions listen to it. All the faith come from all the work and yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of DJs said they play my tracks and then they didn't do it. Homies said they had my back and then they didn't do it. I'm just trying to tell my truth and make some millions listen to it. All the faith come from all the work and yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of DJs said they play my tracks and then they didn't do it. Homies said they had my back and then they didn't do it. Yeah, homie had my back, a knife into it. It involved a woman? Yeah, he let the light skin do it. Bro, to tell you anything, these goofies buying into it. Don't believe in second chances, so I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. Manifested what I wanted into, now I'm into it. Until I'm dead, like I said, ain't no end to it. I'm wearing red, gave my blood, sweat, and tears to it. Hold down, toes down, I put 10 to it. Fold now, no sir, I'm out here getting to it. I'ma make them all regret that they didn't do it. When they didn't do it, didn't do it. I'm just trying to tell my truth and make some millions listen to it. All the faith come from all the work and yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of DJs said they play my music, then they didn't do it. Homie said they had my back and they didn't do it.
If y'all don't do nothing else, man, for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gon' be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes. Letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say